Good afternoon, everybody. A surprise live today. I'm actually going to be fixing a shadow box with you that has become scratched, that is completed. But I did want to show you the Club Couture this month. This is the pattern. A little basic, but I think we could do something cute with it. Less house, more home. So we're actually going to be doing that Tuesday. We're going to do it Tuesday. And I'm going to take these off because they're reflecting on you guys. So Tuesday, we're going to do this. So we'll do that. I haven't decided on the surface yet. We might do it on some glass. Maybe that or another cabinet door. We shall see. So less house, more home. If you want to be in Club Couture, check out the website. You can get your hands on that. And that is $19.99 a month. So actually today we are going to fix this shadow box I have here. So this cute little shadow box was made and it wasn't sealed and actually became damaged. There's a gouge there. There's a couple scratches here and there. And I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put Santa on it. So it'll be a little tricky because we have to get really close to the edges because he's got a big face. I mean, jolly old Saint Nick, what can you say? But this shadow box on the inside has ornaments and things, glitter paper and a little snowman and snow. So it's really cute. I think the Santa might be a better fit. I love the elf, but he's a little damaged. So I'm going to demonstrate how to take this off and then I'm going to put Santa on it. But first, I've been asked a couple of times, what do you use to seal glass? And what I've found, I've been digging around to find something great, and other designers have helped me find something. It's this Krylon Color Max Clear, and it's for outer crystal clear gloss. Works great for glass, and it doesn't make that frost look. Now, if you want a frost look, just standard clear acrylic will do that, and it's cheap. But you can also use an etch cream for that. But I found that this doesn't leave a lot of residue and it does the job. So if you watch this later, put hashtag replay in the comments so I can say hello to you. And please feel free to share all you'd like. So I'm going to tilt you down. And if you hear anything, my nieces are here. So they might be walking around and doing things. So here's our shadow box. And hopefully you can see me in the shadow box. Yeah, I can dip down a little bit. So we're actually going to use our board eraser. I'm going to tilt up a little so you can see me. Okay, so we're going to actually use a board eraser on here and some water. So I'm actually going to go ahead and spray him down. Get him nice and wet because this is chalk. We want it to come on up. And it's been on here a little bit, but it has been damaged. So we're going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to use the side of the eraser that's got bumps. If you can see him, I don't think you can. It's a little bumpy, so I can scrub a little bit more. I think that's been pretty good. I'm going to go to town here. Go ahead and take this off. There we go. And that's coming off pretty nicely. And just be careful with red because red does stain. So this has a white painted exterior here, so I don't want to stain that because I don't want to touch it up. So I'm going to be very careful where I'm rubbing this eraser since it's nice and red now. I'm going to take this off. Squeaky clean. All right. Looks pretty good. Getting better. This shouldn't take too long, but I want to show you guys. Santa is a tough one, but yuck. Santa's a tough one, but he's cute. Like, it looks very Norman Rockwell. I did it on a frame that I sold and shipped up to Augusta, to my friends in Augusta. So I hope they enjoy it because it's a beautiful piece. But this one's going to be even better, I think, because it's got a lot going on. It's busy, but it's not too busy. And I think it's going to be loved. Now, I am doing a couple of porch boards. I actually have one done tonight. If you're going to Southeast Community Church tonight to see God's Perfect Plan, there's some silent auction items in the front lobby. And one of those is going to be a beautiful porch board in a blue color. It's a dark blue, light letters, a little bit of silver. It's going to be really pretty. And all I'm doing to get this chalk off, the rest of it, the chunks, is I'm using baby wipes. Not a big deal. Squeaky clean, right? Oh, it's not squeaking now. See, I want my sound effect and it doesn't even work. What's up with that? Now I'm going to take, this is one of my cloths. I'm going to take the cloth and dry it off. You can also use the drying side of your fuzzy cloth. Works great. Fuzzy cloths are so resourceful, and they're not expensive. Terry cloths are great to fuzz on and stuff and clean up, but the fuzzy cloth, I love the thing. You can dry your transfers with it. You can fuzz on it. You can, wash it by hand, but you can do a lot with it. So that glass looks pretty good, you guys. So if you're watching later, put hashtag replay so I can say hello to you. Feel free to share. Share all over the place so people can start watching my videos. I'm going to try to go live a little more over here now and then. So this coming week, I usually go live on Mondays at 8. This week's going to be Tuesday because I'm going to be up there hanging out with the Walkabout RV Park. So, looks like we're ready to chalk. So I'm actually going to take this cloth and put it to the side and grab my fuzzy cloth. And I'm going to put it right here for now. So Santa comes with a lot of parts. So you cut it apart. See, I've already used it. And these are transfers that you stack on top of each other. So how this works is Couture has numbers. So there's 1. And here's, well, let's see if you can see 2. There's 2. So they actually make you a big transfer. And you cut it apart and you go in sequence of the numbers. So this is our first part. And this is the last part for Santa. So he's going to come out looking very Norman Rockwell, but his face will not be filled in. So that's going to be kind of cool. So what we're going to do, because this is a big transfer, I'm actually going to take part 1 here. I'll put part 2 to the side. And I'm going to put him face down on the glass sticky setup and use my fuzzing cloth on the back so I'm not flipping it around and getting it stuck everywhere. So I'm going to put this aside. Let's go ahead and pull Santa. And we're going to flip him over and pull that back. It's already been used, so it's not that bad. When they're brand new, sometimes they kind of stick a little bit more. But we don't have to fuzz this too much. It is glass, but it is a used transfer. Glass surfaces, mirror, pieces of tile, things like that. Transfers can stick to those a lot, easily. So you want to make sure you're nice and fuzzed. And this is a used transfer, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's flip Santa over and get him fit as best as we can in our glass. So I'm going to actually take him. Some of his beard's going to go off to the side, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, yes. So this is the time I'm going to use my 4-incher. And we'll use more of this in the second part of this transfer. So I'm going to go into the edges and really get him in there nice and neat. Pull up. There's some big bubbles there, so I want to get that pulled up and straightened out. Just kind of built up. I mean, you can hear it going. You can hear that glass. Yeah, there we go. We're working those out. Big transfers can sometimes get some pretty big air bubbles, so you want to be careful with that. We want to get him nice and tight. Some designers tape off portions of him, like his hat and things like that. I actually do not, because I can fix it with a toothpick. I can erase it, and Santa's on a very forgiving surface. So I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm actually going to put my cloth right here on my leg. And we need some candy apple red. And that's what I'm going to grab. That is shimmer. Here's candy apple. Candy apple is a great color. So remember, with Couture, you need to chalk and peel. So we got to be really quick with this red so we can go ahead and peel. So hopefully you can see. I'm going to pull you down. You can't see me so great, but I want you to be able to see Santa. And let's pull him back. So I'm actually going to take this candy apple red, and I'm going to get a mini squeegee so I can get in here, and I've got my multi-purpose tool to the side. So I'm going to put it right there because I'm probably going to need the multi-purpose because I got to move fast. So let's go ahead and get started on candy apple. Let me open this up. And it looks like our paste looks pretty good today. So I'm going to get some red and go to town. So we're just going to do his hat in red. All right, that looks pretty good. Let me move a little faster here. Oh, and I already got some on my finger. As usual, I am a messy craft person, but that's okay. Couture comes right off. It's not like paint. That's one of the things that I love about it. I love many things about it, but that's just one of the things I love about Couture. I'm going to scrape that back. Oh, this is going to be so cute. I loved it with the elf, but having Santa, I think Santa is going to be even better. You know, if it's going to get damaged, might as well make it a happy accident. And it worked out great. Worked out in my favor. Now that I have the perfect sealant for this, it's worth it. You know what? That worked out so great, I didn't even need my multi-purpose tool. I'm going to clean my squeegee really quick because candy apple red can stain. And I don't want to drop my squeegee anywhere and get it on my frame. That would not be good. So, let us pull up our red, shall we? Let's see how we did. Looks great, guys. I love it. He's so cute. All right, let's dry. And with this, you could tell when it's drying on glass a lot better than a surface. Remember, if you watch this later, put hashtag replay in the comments so I can say hello. Ooh. That looks pretty good. All right, so let's put old Saint Nick back down. We don't want to push on the red. We want to get those air bubbles out because we need that white to come out for his hat and beard. We don't want him to look silly. Although, you know, if he goes red, I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Saint Nick wants to go red, go for it, man. Not my favorite thing, but hey, to each his own. I'm not going to force it on him, though. All right, let me take my 4-incher and pull this back down. Being very careful, because I don't want to get smudged that, whoa, no smudgy. Let's not do that. It tried it. That's no good. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, and now this is the part where it actually gets a little bit easier. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, so you can see him, kind of see me. All right, so we're gonna take our white. I'm gonna put up candy apple red and get some white. And this is bright white paste. I'm gonna make sure bright white is ready to go. And it looks as though she, whatever, needs a little stir. So I'm gonna give it a stir. Yeah, that's not bad. Nice consistency. Had my stir stick here. Remember, you can get tools from me. I do a tool package for $10. So you can do that. So actually, I'm going to put my stir stick to some use. This is going to be a lot easier than you think. So I'm going to put it out right here on Santa. And I know what you're thinking. Have you lost your mind, girl? Yeah, I have, but it's not when it comes to Couture, let's be honest. Okay. The 4-inch tool is going to be our friend here right now. Usually that's too much, but this is what the 4-inch is going to do for us. We're actually going to take this 4-inch and guide it across. And you can hear some air bubble going on in there, but that's all right. We'll be able to make it work. And that is not, there we go, I got our edge fixed. I had to push it down. Let's see if we can get into Santa a little bit closer there. The 4-inch squeegee is a little tough to maneuver, but once you get it, it can actually be pretty handy for this big stuff. We need to be pretty careful. Got to move a little bit faster so it doesn't pull up my transfer, my chalk and everything with the transfer, because I don't want that. All right, so look at all that paste. So I'm actually going to put it right back in the jar. Whoops, and some got off to the side. I'll just put it in like that. I'm gonna one more time swipe over this bad boy. All right, Santa. I'm going to use my multi-purpose to finish off because I need to get in those tight spaces. So let's get a little bit on the multi-purpose and get close. Nice and cozy, but still gotta work fast. And this is where most designers use the tape. That would be responsible, but I'm not that responsible, so well, it's chalk, not paint. I can always fix it. All right. I'm gonna get these little notches over here, I don't know what that is, but I think it's part of the white. All right. Let's make sure that's okay on the beard part. Let's bring it up. All right, there is Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay. These big transfers sometimes can be a booger. I'm just gonna put that back on its backing and I'll wash it later. All right, so I'm gonna clean off my stir stick. And here's my white from earlier. So I'm gonna clean that off and put it away. And my 4-inch tool. Some people use, there's this triangle tool that's like a little squeegee that's a little bit bigger. You know, I haven't felt that I needed that one, but this one's been pretty handy for the big Christmas stuff. It is on the website if you want to check it out. Now, some of this stuff will be at the Holiday Bazaar at Southeast Community Church. If you want to check that out, come and see me, and I'll also list online. Looks like I got a little bit of something there on the frame. Well, that's not too bad. I'm gonna close my white, and then I'm gonna give him a dry. It's a little bubbled up on his beard, but it's actually gonna come out pretty cool anyway. Once we add those lines anyway. And I think while we're doing that, I'm gonna add his lines in something else. What shall we do? Copper sounds like a great idea. Let's find copper. Copper will be our friend. All right, and I see it. Shimmer copper. Usually you would do this in black, but you know what? I think the shimmer copper is going to be really cool. Really, really cool. Don't forget, you watch this later, put #replay in the comments so I could say hello. All right, let's make sure we're nice and dry. Okay, let's get part 2. I'll move this aside for a second. Whoops, don't want to drop that. That would be bad. All right, and here's part 2. So and we'll fuzz it and put it on Santa. Give him his lining. Remember, watch this. If you watch this later, put #replay in the comments. I'd like to say hello to everybody and share it. Share it with your friends. I don't mind folks watching me chalk. All right, so I'm gonna let me tilt you down so you can see. So this is the fuzzing side of my cloth, so I'm gonna go ahead and fuzz this. And you don't want to press too hard because we have chalk underneath it. Now a good trick is you can seal and then put another layer if it's going to be permanent. But I just want to go ahead and move forward with this. I think it will be fine. I'm not going to have to press on it too much. But a good trick is if you're doing something permanent, just go ahead and spray that sealant on there and come back. But I didn't have to do that with anything else with the last time I did Santa. So I'm gonna skip it this time. Let's hope it turns out. All right, let's bring him back. Box here. I'm gonna pull this transfer up. Now, if this transfer folds in on itself and sticks, what you can do is actually put it under some warm water and slowly, without stretching your transfer, pull it apart and then set it sticky side up to dry. It's doable. I've done it a couple of times, but these big transfers can fold in on themselves sometimes. That's how you fix it, and your transfer will be used. So we're actually going to go ahead. Normally you would chalk the targets on these, but because this is such a funky area, the targets would not have worked in my favor. So I want to get him lined up like so. And I'm using his eyes and teeth and the notches of his beard to help me. Normally you don't want to press too much on something like this, but I am in this instance. Notice I'm not getting the air bubbles out. I'm going to take this again. This is my stir stick, and the copper looks great. I'm actually going to put copper right on him. We're going to scratch it across a little bit. You know, I don't want it to be too, you know, I don't want to scratch up anything, but I do want to be able to get enough to get it in the image. So 4-inch again. So I'm going to take that 4-inch and drag it across. And we could go all the way across with this one. That's what I love about this particular transfer, because this part is very forgiving and easy. It's easier than you think. It doesn't seem that way, but it really is. It could be a lot worse, kids. Some of them are way more difficult than this, believe it or not. As big as this one is, it's not as complicated as it could be. All right, so let's get Santa's beard done. Usually, like I said, the traditional Norman Rockwell, he would be in black. But I wanted to do something different and unique with this piece because, you know, I like to be original. What can I say? And I'm going to clean this off and start putting, see all that extra paste? I'm just going to put it right back in my jar. Just loop right back in. That's pretty cool. Oh, I missed a part of the beard right there. Let's just get some more on there quickly and fill that in because it looks like our shimmer is trying to dry. And I got a little extra shimmer right there, so we'll pull that off. I'm going to get all the extra I can off of him. That is going to be so cool. All right, time for the big reveal. Let's pull it back. Oh my gosh, how cool. Okay, I'm putting that side down. See if can you see him? Wow. Let's try him up. It's cool. I'm gonna close my copper lid. All right. Let's see if you can see that. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so this is the Joyful Christmas. I believe it's labeled with Santa. It has Joyful Christmas on it, but I think he's good just by himself with this particular project. So we're gonna leave him like that. And like I said, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I got a little bit of shimmer on the frame near his hat. So I'm gonna actually scrape that up as best as I can and actually take him outside and seal him with this. So it's Color Max Clear, and it's gloss crystal clear. I actually got mine from Amazon because I could not find it in a local store here in South Georgia. So if you can find it in a store like Lowe's, Home Depot, or even Walmart, great. If not, Amazon does have it. So here he is. He's going to be for sale at the Holiday Bazaar, Southeast Community Church, on December 14th, starting at 9 a.m. I believe it's 9 to 1. So I will be there with my friend Don Taylor, and we're going to be selling all things chalk couture. So check it out. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I enjoyed chalking this with you. I'll see you Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Maybe we'll do some more lives later on. We'll see what we can do. Until then, see you next time.